In recent years, large storms have had devastating impacts on coasts all across the world. Under climate change, sea levels will rise and the frequency of intense storms is likely to increase. In addition, more and more people are living along seashores. Therefore, the potential for intense weather events to cause loss of human life and billions of euros of damage is growing ever larger. The present and increasing future risk of damage from coastal storms is a serious concern for scientists, planners, and decision-makers. To respond to this, the European Commission has funded the Risc Kit project to provide tools to better assess and mitigate risks from coastal storms and help prevent disaster from occurring. The Risc Kit tools have been developed for people like Marta. Marta is a coastal manager from the Tordera Delta region of Spain whose job it is to plan for and deal with threats from coastal storms. In the Storm Impact database, Marta can learn about past events and study the consequences of historical storms. Raising historical awareness in her local community and government helps her to create a better understanding of what's at stake and to gain support for future measures. In order to find out which areas of Marta's coast are currently most vulnerable, she can apply the Coastal Risk Assessment Framework, CRAF. With CRAF, she can assess the exposure of her coast to hazards like coastal flooding and erosion and identify areas of high risk, so-called hotspots. Marta can evaluate the risks at hotspots and use factors such as land use, transport and economic activities to help her define priority areas for disaster risk reduction efforts. Knowing the hotspots, she wants to find solutions. The web-based management guide shows her which measures have or have not worked in other regions all over Europe. Marta can learn from numerous case studies that have already been implemented and evaluated according to their technical, political, social and ecological feasibility. She can also find recommendations about cost-effectiveness and the value of ecosystem services. Information on governance regulations in each country help Marta design and implement a plan that has the best potential to work for success. Using the Hotspot tool, she can evaluate and visualize the effectiveness of the disaster risk reduction measures she selected from the web-based management guide, such as marsh restoration, beach nourishment, or flood-proofing houses, at a priority hotspot by simulating a large set of storm scenarios. Marta can also use this tool to build an